So just a quick intro here. First of all, Casey was saying, "What in the world is that? Like, what is this? Why did you use that image?" And what she's doing here is cherry picking or picking cherries. And I feel like that's actually what this tool is all about. Let's jump past this. Is you've got a bunch of old campaigns. So here's a campaign that I did last year. Here's another one that I did last year. And you've got certain of these placements that have worked pretty well on each of those. And now here I am creating a new media plan. And of course, I'm going to have new ideas in there, but I want to be able to just, take these different placements out of these old campaigns that I know have worked well, that's what I call the cherries or cherry picking, and put those into the new media plan. And that's really what this is all about. And it's a little more than just copying and pasting from the old plans, as Casey will show you in a minute. It also uses those old placements as the basis, but then what it'll do is in the process of cloning them, we'll do update dates, like calculate new KPIs and do other things in that process. And it saves hours and hours of work. So I'm really, really excited about you all using this here. And I'll just go back to this slide here where this kind of fits into the Bionic. The scope of the application is really in this planning phase, and in particular, it's going to help you to create media plans and also predict KPI outcomes because you're going to be leveraging those past statistics. So I think that's kind of, I don't want to steal any of your time away, but that's really it. It's I guess going back to this image here, it's about this, cherry picking these placements that have worked in the past and making it easy to create a new media plan based on those. So at that point, I will turn it over to you, Casey, and I guess let me know when you're ready to go, or you can just grab the screen share away from me.
Okay, I'll go ahead and grab that now. 1 second to flip that over. Okay, is
Okay.
that coming through okay?
Yes, it is. It says
Great.
no placements yet.
Yes. Okay. So, yeah. So, again, I'm looking at this. I've kind of set the stage. I've got this new campaign here that I have not done anything with yet, and essentially, what I want to do is use some placements from different campaigns. So, for example, this is a new feature here. We can drop this menu down. I can grab maybe our Q1 campaign, right? So I've got some placements in there that I want to carry over. I, want to, some of them are great. We're going to put them into that Q2. And maybe I want to grab some from some other campaigns as well. So I can do that as we go through this process. So I'm going to jump back to our Q2. So we're going to work in the media plan that you're trying to build out. Now, up at the top here, we've got this add placements button. So my whole goal here is to add placements. Now, for this function, we're going to click on this clone tab, which is where I can clone from different campaigns. So from that, I'm just going to drop this menu down, and I can see that Q1 campaign here. So in doing that, I'm going to click there and it shows me those placements. So I could select all of these, or I can remove ones that I don't want. So, I can kind of pick and choose, cherry pick what I actually want to clone over, and then go ahead and add those to the plan. It does prompt you as to how many copies of each line do you want to do. So, you may have, say, one Google Ads line, maybe you want to clone it, multiple times, because you're going to have a bunch of Google Ads campaigns. So you can do that. It also prompts you as to what dates you want these to run. Now it will default to the current campaign that you're working in versus copying from the previous one. So then from there, I can go ahead and add these to the plan. So it has said now those have been completed. From there, I can either jump right to the plan or I can say I want to add more. So I'm going to add more. I'm going to go here and I'm going to grab from a different campaign here. Now, this isn't a very big one, but just to kind of show some functionality here, if we drop this menu down, let's say I specifically want the placements from Lamar. So, pretend you had a huge plan here and you're just trying to get a subset. You could do it by program, by vendor, by channel. by bucket. And there's also some add filtering where you could access any filter, any fields you want to filter by. So if we go ahead and apply that, we're then going to get that subset. And I can take these, grab those, add those to the plan. Okay, and go ahead and confirm that. So from here, what I'll do is go ahead and just jump right into the plan. And so now you can see all those placements that I had prompted it to add to clone over here have been added. So we have a nice built out starting point for our media plan. You can add things from there, but really easy way to kind of pick and choose, pull from things that have worked in the past. And then from here, you can update any of these fields. You'll notice everything comes over and you can, manage your budgets and all of that you may need to. You'll also notice down here, my KPIs carried over. So whatever KPIs you might be tracking, those carry over, those update based on timeframes or whatever makes sense for the, the buy that it is now. So you can see that all carried in. Again, you can do any updating you need to. Okay, great. So that's it in a nutshell. Very, very easy to use. Does anyone have any questions? Has anything come up, Joe?
Casey, there are no open questions at this point. And one of the things I'll say is the reason that demo was so quick is that's actually the benefit of this whole thing. It's funny. It's just like it does all this magic here. One thing, maybe you can scroll over to the net media cost by month. And so you'll see here, like just in that course of time, we built out this whole month by month budget with all of these details just in like 10 seconds. And this might have been something that, took a long time in the past. And so you can see here, I carried over all the rates and the quantities. And from here, you, of course, can make any changes that you want to. And then just like in the past, with that new media plan builder tool, you can go and go ahead and add more placements. So one thing that's cool about this, I guess this is since we're here off topic, and please ask questions if you have any. Click on that Add Placements tab there, Casey.
The button here?
Yes, yeah, and then the thing is, we started with like a baseline of these placements that we know have worked well in the past before, and now we want to add to that. And one great way to do that is kind of start the way that Casey did, but if you go and click on the Find tab now, what this will do is use some AI, and this is going to be based on Casey's past experience and results. And what it'll do is it'll recommend for this particular advertiser what else should go with those placements that you've already added. So that's actually a great way to that these two different media plan builder tools work together, because you've got, here's what works and what else is like this. Let's see here, Casey, we do have some questions coming in. So Janelle is asking, how does this work with custom fields? Do those fields get copied as well into the new plan?
Yes, they do.
Yes. Yep. So another quick answer. So yes, all those fields come over. So that's great.
Yeah, all of your custom costs, anything you've kind of built out, and as long as the data is in the prior one, it carries over into the new one.
Right. Yep. Yeah, that's a great question, Janelle. And by the way, that was a lot of work, but now that it's done, it's like no work for you guys. All right, so I guess we answered that one. Other questions? All right. Well, that's a quick and easy one.
I think that's a record, Joe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's so simple to use. That's the thing. I will say is like this is one that seems boring on the surface, but when you start using it, you really, really appreciate it. And I know when we first envisioned this, I knew it would be helpful, to be able to just build media plans. But I found uses for it in many, many different ways. I do have a question here from Suzanne, which I can answer is, will you share the webinar video for those who came in late? Yeah, I guess if you came in late, you probably missed it. So yes, we will share that. What we'll do is there's a little bit of a couple hours of time to get this produced, but what we'll do is we'll put it on our website as a blog post, Suzanne, so you can see that, and we'll index it to make it easy for you to jump around in the video. All right. Anything else, Casey? Oh, I have a question for you, Casey. So I know that this is easy to use, but or it looks easy, but if any questions come up in the use of this, how can our customers get help with using this new tool?
Yeah, so if you need any help, the best way, honestly, chat with us. Upper right corner. That will get you instant message. Reach out to your CSM. You can call us, you can email us. We're available to help you
Okay.
with whatever you need.
Okay. I think you cut out there a little bit, Casey.
Oh,
So
I'm sorry.
yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so I think we got the gist of it. I'll say the other way to get help here is in the tool itself. When you click on add placements, it'll link out to the knowledge base, and so there's some more detail there. So actually, if you click on the clone tab, I think there should be a help button there. So if you click that, that'll actually open up help as well. So that'll give you a combination of live help and also help on demand as well. All right, great. Well, thank you, Casey. Appreciate the demo. And yes, we will be posting that for anybody that came in a little late.
Okay, thank you all.
Thanks, Casey.
Okay, bye.